Hi there. Welcome to the windiest country in Europe. Can't complain, it's a beautiful day. It's the middle of June, but it is windy as hell as always. But hopefully it'll be shielded. Now I'm on this bit of cover crop. It's not very big, probably a couple of acres, maybe more, 3 or 4. It always produces a few Roman coins, and because it's always used as pheasant cover, partridge cover, game cover, it gets a really good proper ploughing every year. So something always turns up, and apart from the odd cartridge, when you get a signal, it's usually something quite good. Now I've struggled a bit today. I've found 2 or 3 barbarous coins, one particularly nice one, very charming, wizardy face. I always say, if the portrait of a Roman coin looks a bit witchy or wizardy, then it's more often than not, it's a barbarous one. That's lovely. And then I found this. Now this is a really, I mean, it's not the best coin in the world, but it's a really, really nice one. And it's Constantine the Great. It's going to clean up beautifully. It's a little bit clipped. But both sides are really, really good. I'm thrilled with this. And it got me to thinking, I've been thinking anyway, you may have noticed recently, I'm producing less and less videos for several reasons. I do find them quite hard work the way I do these videos. I put quite a lot of time and effort into them. And I'm simply not finding enough good stuff to produce as many videos as I was. I just don't put out a video unless I find some worthwhile finds. I don't just do something every week for the hell of it. But I love this hobby and I love doing the videos. And I was just thinking, is metal detecting a good side hustle? Can you make money out of metal detecting? The simple answer is no. Not unless you find something fabulous, a hoard of Celtic gold coins. I mean, I'm always amazed by, and as are people who ask me, how little things go for. Hammered coins, really lovely Roman coins like this, are almost worthless. And as for the brooches and things like that, I mean, gosh, you'd be lucky if you get a £5 for one of them. But it did get me to thinking, and I have been dipping my foot in the water slightly, of putting things on eBay. Now, I haven't had a particularly good time of it. I've sold a few bits and pieces, in fact, for more than I figured I would, actually. Some of these milled silver coins made a bit of money. One got lost in the post, apparently. Therefore, I started getting them signed for, and the lady said that hers just didn't arrive. And of course, I lost the tracking number. So it's been a bit of an odd foray, but I've just started to think, if I could make a little bit more money out of metal detecting and out of these videos, then it would make all the difference. It really would. Well, this has been hard going. I'm not even going to get my camera stuff out. This is 4.5 hours I've detected for absolutely nothing. And then this. I'm literally going home. I've gone round about 8 fields of this size, running around, crisscrossing, zigzagging, just trying to find a hot spot. I haven't found one yet, but I have found this, and this is just lovely, I think. It's got to be a groat, hasn't it, or a half groat, I would have thought. Oh, look at that. Wow. They say it's all worthwhile, isn't it? Right at the end. Gosh, that's in rather good condition, isn't it? What a beautiful coin. Right, that is a groat of sorts, I think. I'm guessing. Well, I just don't know. We'll have to take it home and have a look. And we'll do that when we next go back to headquarters. But my gosh. Well, this is rather a wonderful coin, and it was bloody hard found too. I really did spend about 4 hours in a few new fields, which I got very excited about, but there was nothing in them at all. Mind you, I didn't do it very scientifically. I rushed around rather. But this might try and help explain what I mean. It's quite a large coin, and from what I know about hammered coins, I was right in the field, it is a groat. So I came back home, I got my spink out, and I could also read vaguely on the portrait side, and it is in pretty good condition. Henricus in Lombardic writing, so it's Henry of sorts. And I got quite close. I got probably round about Henry V, Henry VI, Henry VII. I thought it was one of those three, and in fact I went for Henry VI. I put it on the detectinghub.co.uk information below, and they're brilliant at this sort of thing, and one of the members got it immediately and said it was Henry VII. So I can now go back to my Spink and look through all the Henry VII coins, and I'm pretty sure it's this one. It's 2195, large bust without turned hair, crown with 2 plain arches. Now, if this was in fine condition, now I'm not sure exactly how it works. You've got fine, very fine, extra fine, perfect, never been circulated, all the rest of it. I think fine in coin terms is not quite as perfect as the adjective would suggest. I think it means a fairly standard coin fine. Now, if this were fine, I don't think this is fine, because even though it's in the details excellent, it's a bit chipped and it's missing a bit here and there. But there it is there, and if it were fine, it reckons £85. And if it were very fine, i.e. immaculate, it would be, well, £275. So now, that might sound quite a lot. So is this worth, in its condition, 30 quid, 40 quid? Well, it might well be. But I have found, I can count on probably one hand the amount of groats I've found. It's not the sort of thing you found every day. So even if you were finding these every day, they're not particularly valuable. They're not going to make you rich. And if you think what that's worth at that size, which is 4 pence, well, I don't have any to hand here. Well, I've got a little 6pence there, and there's a little hammered coin, a little, not a very good one there. I mean, the dozens and hundreds of hammered pennies and half pennies and halfpennies that we find. I mean, as I said, they're worth almost next to nothing, I'm afraid. They really aren't. So is metal detecting a good side hustle? Can you make money out of metal detecting? Task, come here. Come on, Task. Come on, up you get. Come on. It's a lovely day outside. So Task is playing with my son's old slippers. So is metal detecting a good side hustle? Can you make money out of metal detecting? Well, the simple answer is I don't think you can. No. If you got very, very lucky and you found something wonderful and you didn't want to keep it, and then perhaps, a hoard of Celtic coins, a Saxon jewel. I mean, there are lots of things that one might find, and we've all got as much as chance as anyone of finding it. That might be very, very valuable. If it comes under the treasure process, you won't have much choice but to sell it, I'm afraid. And I mean, like most of you, I don't sell the things I find. I can't. I'm a magpie. I'm an antiques dealer who finds it very hard selling antiques and the taxidermy I collect. I don't like selling things. I like to keep things. But sometimes needs must. And if I find something really good and I can't afford to buy the landowner out of his half, then we sell it. And I've done that 2 or 3 times. And I've got a very good coin going under sale at the moment, which might do quite well. But generally speaking, I don't sell things. I like to collect them. I've got loads of coins just sitting there. I've just got bowls of actually quite good stuff, some of these things. I mean, that's lovely. That's little Roman, bit of a Roman enameling there. So, no, I think that the only chance you have of making money out of metal detecting is luck. You've got to be lucky enough to find something absolutely wonderful and then be prepared to sell it and not want to keep it. Because if you're like me, it's hard selling things. I don't like letting things go. I've just come to the time that I'm amassing so many things. If I have a copy of something, or I've got too many of one thing, or just things that don't necessarily appeal to me as much as other things, I thought I would start trying to sell them on eBay. Now, even if you get £5 or £6 or £10, or if you're lucky, £20, £30 for something, well, it will all add up, and it will help with the making of these videos, because as I said, I do put quite a lot of time and effort into them, and I don't do it as my main job, obviously, but it would be nice if they made a little bit more money than they are at the moment, and therefore to maybe subsidise the channel with selling the odd bit, the odd Roman coin, the odd hammered coin, the odd nice strap end or something for not very much on eBay might be it'd be a fun thing to do. And I have tested the water, as I alluded to earlier as well, with some milled coins, which actually went quite well, apart from the fact that of the 6 or 7 I've sold, one actually that they said never arrived. There was a hole in the envelope, and therefore I started getting them tracked and signed for, and I've lost 2 now which haven't arrived, even though they're signed for and tracked. So I've still got to work out how it really works selling on eBay, because I'm not enjoying it as much as I would. In fact, I'm actually losing more money than I am am making it because of the coins I lose and having to reimburse the buyers. Anyway, let's go back to the field and I'll explain a little bit more there, including giving you a link to the eBay page. And so if you do want to bid on something and maybe win something that you see in one of my videos being dug up probably live, well then that would be really helpful. And thank you very much for listening to that. Let's go back to the field. If I find something on a day like this, and I know this is quite a rare coin in a way because it's a Sarmatia Declalorum or something on it. It's celebrating Constantine's victory over the Sarmatians or something like that. Now, I've found one of these before. I do have a Sarmatia coin, but this is only the second one I found. I'm going to put this exact coin on eBay, and if any of you would like to help the channel out, then by bidding on a little coin like this that I find on the day in one of my videos, you'd be doing me a massive favour, and it'd be quite good fun to do, to see if I can get the eBay thing really working. And if it features things that I've actually found live, well, not quite live, but I did dig this earlier, then it would make all the difference. So this is this week's video announcing my eBay channel, and this coin will be on it now, and the link to the eBay shop, etc., will be in the description below. And thank you very much for listening to all that. That's really kind of you. And as I said, there'll be a proper video out next week. I do have one to come out when I find some rather nice things. I wasn't even supposed to be filming today, hence just my little camera, which I always carry. Now this is a little bit ballsy. I suspect it might be a rifle round. We're in shooting country where a bit of vermin control does go on. And that's what they tend to be. Ones that sound a little bit louder like this. God, it is it's lovely weather, finally. I'm going to be a bit careful because the maze is coming through. It, as I said, it's too loud. Sorry you can't hear it. And it's about 4 or 5 foot deep. As I said, this gets a really good plough, this field, every year. Yeah, it's going to be a rifle round. I'll put anything on it. Oh, it's even worse than that. It's a bit of old can. That's why detecting really isn't a good side hustle, because you'll spend most of your time digging up stuff like this. I didn't think it'd be the coins in this area do sound a little bit more subtle. Well, before we go, this one's a little bit more promising. It's not a big one, whatever, and it's quite near the surface. Well, I don't even know if it's a coin yet, but I'd be surprised if it's not. I don't know what else it would be. It's not a cartridge. It's too small for that. I think it might be the cartridge primer. My God, this way. Right, we're out. Yeah, it's another little barbarous coin. Again, nothing to get too excited about. This one won't hit eBay. It's quite similar to the last one. I can't even make out much on it, but there's no doubt what it is. There seems to be something on that side. I can vaguely see, I don't know, sort of goddess of sorts, maybe winged victory perhaps. There's definite, yes, that's it, probably. So no massive shakes. That one won't be on eBay. Don't think I can ask anyone to bid on that. But it's just an idea. It's just a thought at the moment, and it'd be really good fun if it was something that, you know, hit off and was, and more importantly, really is fun to do from my end as well. So thank you very much for listening to all that. And God, I'm just going to stay out here another half an hour, if for nothing else, just to enjoy some sun. And see you next time.